If I was to say pig nuts, what would you think? I guess it depends on the context. I mean, if I walked up to you at a cocktail party and that was my opening line, I might get a cocktail thrown in my face. If I was referring to any part of anyone's body as, looks a bit like a couple of pig nuts, that's not going to end well, is it? But I'm actually talking about something different. I'm talking about a wild plant. This is a pig nut, and this is what the plant above it looks like. The first thing you'll notice, oh no, another bloody umbellifer. The bloody umbellifers. Of course, everyone's worried about umbellifers because hemlock is an umbellifer, giant hogweed is an umbellifer. But then so is yarrow, so is Alexander's, so is hogweed, so is cow parsley. There's lots and lots of different umbellifers. They're called umbellifers because they look a bit like umbrellas, not that they'd stop the rain. Now, this particular umbellifer, I suppose you could possibly confuse it with cow parsley. It's a much smaller plant, much more delicate plant than cow parsley. And if you look at the leaves, well, they're barely leaves at all. They're just these kind of like windy, spiky things. And that is very much the differentiator for a pig nut. Now, why, you may ask, are they called pig nuts? Well, obviously because they taste of bacon and they look like pig's testicles. Neither of those things are true. They're called pig nuts because pigs who like rooting around things with their snouty, rooty, aroundy things would dig them up and eat them. So is there any folklore around pig nuts? Well, they're supposed to be associated with things like hidden treasure. I suppose it's like something coming from the underground. It's a bit tenuous, but they did talk about stuff like that. Also, some say an aphrodisiac, perhaps an aphrodisiac for pigs. perhaps you will have nuts like a pig if you eat pig nuts. Maybe you'll start fancying pigs. I once ate so many pig nuts that I fell in love with a sow. I went to the farm, I turned on the charm, and we're going steady now. So how do you get the nut out? Well, the first thing you do is make sure you're not on public land. If you go around digging up stuff on public land, the foraging police will come around, grab you, throw you in the back of their van, tape up your mouth, put carrots up your bottom, humiliate you, and then throw you in a ditch. Okay, that's a little bit extreme, but it is very illegal to go around digging up stuff on public land unless you've got permission, so please don't do that. These happen to be on private land where I do have permission, so it's a different matter. So basically you have to dig around the plant, pull the plant out of the way, and then you go down about, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches and you root around and you should find the nut.
So what do they taste like? It's a bit like a chestnut. Sweet, crunchy, not massively big, but quite delicious. And if you're in an area like this where there's loads of them, you can have a bit of a snack.
So there you go, pig nuts. A little bit of protein, a little bit of fat, a little bit of carbs, a little bit of healthy stuff for surviving when the zombies come.